Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and I'm joined as usual by Susan. Hello, Susan.
Hello.
Hello. And today we are discussing a British movie made in 1960. And it's a black and white movie with an ensemble cast of British actors, all about a bank heist done by a certain League of Gentlemen,
Hmm.
no less. Starring of the day the leading actor Jack Hawkins, well, a very well known actor of his day. Nigel Patrick, Richard Attenborough, Brian Forbes, just to name a few. Um, the yeah, this tale is all ex-British Army officers and stuff like that are gathered together to pull off a heist because every one of them are sort of hitting rock bottom in life. They're struggling. They've got problems, and they need the money.
hmm
So this is where the movie, shall we say, starts. So now we're going to go over to Susan and what she thought of the League of Gentlemen.
So yeah, these gentlemen were they they were pretty tight, but you didn't meet them all at once. Like you met Hyde and then you met Race
Mhm.
sort of at the beginning, and then towards the middle you met Portal and Stevens, and then a little bit later you met Lexi and Rupert and Weaver, and so it was fun seeing Richard Attenborough as a very young man. Oh my gosh! And the aspects of this movie that were so interesting were the fact that these fellows were trying to design a bank heist, whereas they were all they were all in real trouble anyway in life, and so this was kind of like a last ditch thing. And they had no spoilers. This came out in 60, but they succeeded, and then they all got caught.
Mhm.
The exciting moments were when the guys were in the right before they began the bank heist was really the sort of intense bit, and then there was this awful neighbor of the um of Hyde's that came over, named Bunny Warren, who was just getting completely sloshed, but was not able to be trusted with any sort of reality around this situation. And yeah, so that those two moments were super intense for me. And and the I enjoyed the story. The I liked the fact that at the same time the the British cinema was putting this out, the American cinema was putting out Ocean's 11. So I mean, they're both at 1960, and both like were kind of like mirror images of each other. There, that was really interesting. And the other thing that was really interesting was uh, the the creative process where this one had it had a lot of decisions not to go around offing people. There wasn't a lot of murder involved, so that was also really cool. I think that's really all I have right now about this. Lee, what about you? What do you think?
Um, yeah, I've always been had a liking to this movie. I've seen it several times in the past. And I thought, one day we're going to have a chance to talk about this one. And
Mm-hmm.
today's the day. Um, yeah, it was it Operation Golden Fleece,
Uh-huh.
um, which that's how Lieutenant Colonel Hyde contacted each one of the members of the gang via, sending them the book and half a cut note money.
£5 note, yeah.
And please come to meet at this date at a certain time. And that's how he gathered them all together, and put his idea of this heist, because he knows every single one of them are down on the luck,
Yes.
due to most of them of their own making,
Yes.
because it was so, that scene where he went round the table and he knew everything about every one of them sat there.
Yep.
He'd done his homework. For example, the as they called him, the padre.
Oh, the priest, yeah, that guy.
He got done for indecent exposure, uh, and other porn-related things. And then there was the other one, the other guy. What's his name? Can't remember his name now. But
Which
he,
one?
the one with the boxing. What's his name?
Stevens?
Stevens. Yeah, mostly Stevens. The he knew exactly that he was gay,
Yep.
and that was back then illegal. So
Yeah.
that was held against him. So he
What
every
was
single,
it? Paragraph 120, paragraph 24?
what is,
The rule against homosexuality was called like paragraph
was it? Are you thinking of clause 28?
clause 28. There you go. That's
That,
the one.
that was a Thatcher rule, not Thatcher was trying to bring that in. I was
Oh,
positive.
okay. Sorry. I didn't realize that.
Um,
Okay, go
but
on.
yeah,
I apologize.
but yeah. So and all the other members of the, he knew, like, Richard Attenborough's character was selling secrets,
Mm-hmm.
potions, and yeah, yeah. So he'd done his own work. So they all felt like, oh right, he knows how this could lead down to the route of blackmail, but he didn't do that.
Right?
It was, well, he was sort of gaining their trust. He said, saying like, look, I know everything about you,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all sort of, when they all went for it, they all needed the money, and it was, as you say, a good way of how they was trained, and where when they had to get the guns from somewhere, so so they had to raid a training camp, and but they had to divert all the officers in that camp while they were stealing the armory, which was great. Yeah, and so everybody had to put their Irish accents on just to blame the Irish Republic, the IRA, to blame them. But yeah, it's a good, I mean, it's not a complicated story.
No, no, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
It's beginning, middle, and end. Beginning, gathering of the gang. Middle, getting the forces and training the getting sorting the plan out, and the end.
Yep.
Beginning, middle, and end. So yeah,
Yep.
and so great acting in this. As you say, Richard Attenborough was young. I mean, we've seen Richard Attenborough before when he was younger in Brighton Rock. You say he was one of the leading actors of his day. Became Lord Attenborough and all like that. But I say Jack Hawkins was one of the leading actors of his day in the 50s and 60s. I also noticed that this was written or adapted by Brian Forbes, and Brian Forbes was also in the movie as one of the gang members.
Yep.
Just a little note there for him to do the. Was it written or adapted or something like that from the screenplay? So yeah,
Exactly.
so we're going to go back to you then, Susan.
All
Any?
right. Well, besides just the roundtable discussion of where they were in their lives, there was also a bit of the planning that Lee had mentioned. There was like a reasonability to gather everybody together, and they put them what's his name, Hyde put them all in his mansion, and he put everybody in sort of bunked together so that they were able to watch over each other. And you could see people walking out. You could see, I mean, they're still, kind of footloose and fancy free, even as they were being asked not to be. But that, these are rascals. And the other thing that was really interesting was the sort of what they stole a truck, and they had to completely recreate, like turn it into a different kind of truck.
Mhm.
And that was really interesting. And then or lorry, sorry. And then they were also they decided not to take on the what you call it, the armored car, Pinkerton or whatever it was, because of the the possibility that it would end in gunplay at that point.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they really had they were waiting till the cart full of the money was in the elevator, and then they would be in the elevator, and then they would just like push everybody out and roll the thing out, and then set off some smoke bombs. And the smoke bombs were great. I mean, like that looked like it was really sort of an effective
It was intense, that wasn't it?
device. Yeah.
Mm.
And it gave it sort of a, well, suffice to say it worked. And the only way that they were done was that through that kid.
Yeah, actually, I don't get that. I don't understand why, because he collects car registration numbers. Why would the police say you did it? There was other cars parked in the street.
Right, quite right.
So I don't. So I just don't. Well, because at the end of the
I,
movie,
I think it's just like the willing suspension of disbelief was that the kid had the right information for him.
mm,
You're right. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but anyway, it was the other thing that was cool was that they all had the exact same suitcase full of money,
Yeah.
but the padre on his way out the door, what was his name?
Mycroft.
Rupert.
Captain Mycroft.
Oh, Captain Mycroft. Yeah. Um. Anyway, he had his popped open, and
Mm.
that guy Bunny saw all the money and was like, "Oh." But Bunny was a trip. I mean, Bunny basically flummoxed the deal. The kid and Bunny, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And uh, and then as you know, Hyde, Colonel Hyde's being brought out to the paddy wagon, thinking, I have done the noble sacrifice. Everybody else has gotten away. And he goes inside, and everybody's lined up there on both sides of the lorry. I was like, oh my God.
Every single one was in the truck.
It's just like Great Escape. It's just like you think almost, and then fuck, and done, and then they're all done. They're all nicked.
Even Buddy.
It was so bad. I was like, oh. Anyway, go on, Lee. What's your
Well,
moment?
to say that was funny that bit because she thought, well, they even threw Bunny into the wagon as well, so he must he must really got done as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many years.
Guilt by association.
Yeah, so I wonder how many years they got caught. Uh, yeah, the as you mentioned, the heist bit was, I mean, all the planning they did worked. They say the smoke screen was amazing. They made it look so effortless. I
Yeah,
mean, you hear about all these because nowadays you don't get um, bank heists or any type of heists what make the news, and you think, wow, good on them. A bit. These people have got a bit of balls to go and do this.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, I know a couple of weeks ago we had the stuff at the Louvre in Paris. Was it all the jewelry? Some of the jewelry got pinched in broad daylight. Um,
Oh, really?
that was about a week or so ago. Yeah, so
Oh,
again,
wow.
went in there and got the just took so much jewelry out the exhibits,
Wow.
and they were away. And the funny thing is, the museum said the waiting showed. Um,
But the thing is that it used to be people used to see a heist as a way of equalizing the whole system.
yeah,
The rich people get it, and then the poor people, it was a bit Robin Hood.
yeah,
But anymore, those rich people, I mean, like people like Gates and Musk and all these white billionaires, it's really hard to see that stealing from them would equalize things much because they still have so much.
yeah, they wouldn't feel it.
That none of them would feel it. None of them would even notice.
Mm.
I don't, well, they would because, yeah, it's just so different. We're only like 80 years on, or, yeah, no, 65 years on. I'm sorry, 60 60 to now is 65 years on. We're only 65 years on, and this much has changed. I mean, wow. Anyway, go on, Lee. You were in the middle of something.
Yeah, as I say, the heist. was an amazing scene. The scenes there, with the in the bank and all like that, with the gas masks, the machine guns. These these gentlemen
Yeah.
really sort of up the ante and sort of turned nasty in all that action bit. And as I say, they've got reveling at the end of it. They've got a case each of money, and they didn't win. They pulled it off. They pulled it off, but they didn't win.
Right.
You see, if this was an American movie, they would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, maybe.
British movie, you don't get away with it.
Nicked.
The law gets you in the end. But yeah, it's a classic '60s movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's got its humour and its
And
dark theme of each character and their backgrounds. As mentioned, the Padre with the indecent exposure, and Stevens with his sexuality, and all like that. And every other one had a dark background.
and
Um,
and there was and the music was really good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, also as well, this being 1960, and that there was two words. What I was quite surprised was in this movie.
Uh-huh.
One of them was ass,
Uh-huh.
the other one was bitch.
Uh-huh.
And because going back to that period of time, the censors was very, very strict, and I'm surprised those two words was allowed in the movie.
I know.
So when you heard it, I thought, oh right, so they got away with that. It's strange, unless it was edited out and it's been put back in for prosperity. I don't know, but yeah, a good, fun heist movie, and you feel for the characters.
Yeah, you do.
You don't hate the characters.
Now you really get to like them.
Yeah, they're a likable bunch.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
like
go on.
yeah, like coronets and that one. There's a bunch of them that are like, these people are really different from each other, but the chemistry is great and they're likable people. That's just that's kind of a it means that there was good writing and
Yeah,
good casting.
yeah, totally. I'm just saying,
And
other.
the other thing is that the slow introductions of the characters. I mean that was actually really interesting. It was a really interesting choice of doing it. That I
Doing it that way, you got to know them before they got
right
together,
right
and then it came as a bit of a surprise when they were sat around that table, and then he blurted out all their secrets because you didn't know them secrets when you got
yeah
to know them.
right. You liked him already, even though
Yeah,
yeah yeah
uh, yeah. I enjoyed it. It's a good British movie, and I'm glad you've watched it. It's the first time you've seen it.
yep, first time.
That's what I like about this, what we do, because we watch things what nobody's seen before, or you're new to it, so you
Yeah,
come, come
it's
with an open
it's a
mind.
Universal movie, so it was on Peacock. It was so that was fun. It was yeah, it was great
So,
fun to watch it.
yeah. So anything else you want to say about the League of Gentlemen?
Um I don't know if there were any other movies that were in color at the same time as this one. This one was shot in black and white. I think that the way it was shot in black and white made it really a little more gritty, a little more.
Well, we always say this, don't we, about classic TV and stuff. The black and white always seems to be a bit more. I don't know. It leads to, gives you a bit more atmosphere, a bit more drama. You feel a bit more.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
color sometimes just takes that away.
It does. It's strange, but that's
Mm.
true.
But and I think we mentioned it last week. The Brits were still doing black and white movies then, while America was all in Technicolor, and
Yeah.
I don't know if that was down to cost over here. I don't know.
Or just to theaters and
Mhm.
how they were set up and stuff. I
Because
don't either.
no, yeah, I mean, over here we were making coloured movies, but we also were making black and white movies alongside each other.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was a. But with the Americans, you went Technicolor and whatever way early in, it was in the 50s
Yeah.
with the musicals, and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, we said we were still, you know, pushing out these black and white ones in the, well, what did I say, until about the, I'm trying, mid 60s, I would say.
Yeah.
So, but
Makes
as I said, as we said, the black and white does add something to it.
it does. And it was and again the um their mansion kind of reminded me of the mansion in the vampire movie we watched recently.
Oh yeah,
It did. It was like I think it may have been the same house.
really?
Yeah. The stairs were different, but that could have been due to interiors. But anyway, it was just interesting that it looked like it was the same. And then the other thing was is like you know, they didn't have to go the other thing was that they didn't have to go back and show themselves in their army unit.
No,
you
you didn't have,
you got that through their interaction. You knew kind of their hierarchy. It
yeah.
was I mean, we've watched a lot of British army things, and so you get a little idea about the ranks and the privileges and who was really in authority. And this movie showed that without having to go back and show you that
Well,
they're
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't need a backstory.
yeah, you didn't need to see it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
yeah,
it because you didn't need to see it.
that's true. So there was some good comedy bits in this as well, especially when they were in the training, army training place where
Hmm.
where they were put, in all the uniforms and pretending to come and inspect the food because someone had complained about it.
Hmm.
Padre was making those two eat the food.
Yeah,
The faces on him as he was eating the egg and the soup or whatever.
right. And then there was the they were sitting there with the car trying like pretending to fix it, and then the police was just like that. There was some intense sort of like what could happen.
Yeah, you know, are they going to get caught? And
Are they nicked now? Is this going to be a smaller group in a second?
but I said, luck was on their side until the final section of the movie.
Second, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So,
So
do you want to final say and score?
sure.
Go on then.
All right. So I like this movie, and I like how other movies have taken this, and TV shows have taken this title and ran with it, like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The
The
League of Gentlemen.
Yeah, and then there's the League of Gentlemen, the other one, which is just so weird. And so this one really was like the starting point. And so for all of that, I'll give this 9.5 doctored up, uh chopped Lori's out of 10. I thought that Lori scene was like really cool to me. It was really fun watching them change that over to a different style, and then you know, then the thing gets stuck, and they have to the car gets stuck, and it's like spinning anyway. The whole car and Lori thing was great. Oh, back over to you, Lee.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was good to watch it again. The only thing I wasn't was how they figured it out. It was them because the kid taking the registration number. Why would that lead that back to them? I don't know. I know the police was in the yard, but they didn't really see anything, did they?
It's hard.
Anyway, so just for that reason, I'm going to give the 9.5 suitcases full of adult content. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm on about, Padre, don't you? With all his magazines,
Mhm.
the dirty old man. So yeah, so that is our little review of the League of Gentlemen. Not to be mistaken, as Susan said, by the other things called the League of Gentlemen. This is the one from 1960. Have you seen it?
Everyone else nicked the name. I mean, like that's just that was they were. This was where it started, right?
Let's hope so. There might have been something else before it, but you know. But yeah, yeah. If you guys have you seen this movie? I mean, it's always repeated on British TV every now and again. You may catch it in America on a channel somewhere, but you do have British.
Available on streaming, so that's cool.
Well, yes, I always forget about streaming. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned, you see,
Yes, you are.
just like this movie. Yeah, if you've seen it, let us know by leaving a message on the video. If you'd like to join us, leave a message on any of our videos, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All you need to be is 18 and over, because some things we discuss are 18 rated. All you need is a camera and a microphone on the device you use, and also remember to click on the notification button on the YouTube channel, and you'll get told every time we put up a video. So, I think that's it, Susan, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
So, I've enjoyed talking League of Gentlemen with Susan. I always enjoy every week what we talk about. Sometimes we don't agree, do we? But
Right. This
today,
time, this time we lined up exactly.
exactly the same score as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's hope next time we get together, we'll agree, or maybe we might not.
Right,
It's
right.
going to be a whale of a tale, I'll tell you. So, until next time, guys, please be safe. Bye for now.